it happened last night. We went back to the other Bachelor that we've been used to before the Golden Bachelor happened, and that was just the Bachelor and the Bachelorette on ABC. We had our new Bachelor, Joey, who can pronounce his last name for $100.
Graziadei.
Graziadei.
Dang.
Dang, we've got Britt with us hanging out.
Yeah. I'm into
Graziadei.
Joey, you guys.
Yeah.
I like him.
I didn't think he was all that, like, when they were first doing the recap of him, I was like, eh. And then it took one tennis shot in his little shorts, and I said, game over.
Game over.
We're a sucker for that racket, aren't
He
we?
was probably so happy he didn't have to do showers things like Zach or whatever. That last Bachelor had to do shower scenes. They had that seemed organic. Play tennis with your shirt off.
I was into
Especially as a tennis pro.
Yeah. And the most contestants we've ever had. He had 32 women. We've never had that many contestants come,
Get out of the limos.
Get out of
so to
the
speak.
limos.
And did you guys feel that it felt like real time could have taken 18 hours when that sun came up? I thought to myself, how long have these people been here? I kept writing, this is insanely long. Like,
There were a lot of them. Well, let's just start really with how the show opened up.
Yeah.
And it's Joey at an ocean, on the ocean's edge, on a little platform like an altar with Ron Rose sitting on the table. And we see the back of a SUV drive away, and he's crying.
Which that means he said goodbye to the woman he's not going to get married to.
yeah,
Okay.
and they play that Billie Eilish song, and I
Yeah.
was like, all right. I'm
The Barbie Billie
fully-
Eilish
Yeah.
song.
No, it's a
Oh,
different
wasn't?
one. No.
Different
Okay.
one. But they took a page out of Bravo editing, the Bachelor producers, to start the show like that. We've never seen the show open with that,
Yeah.
drama.
Yeah.
And then they flash back. Okay, now we're going to go rewind, go back to the beginning 3 months earlier when he meets 32 women. And at the end of the night, gets it down to 22 women, but kisses 7 women. And there's a few surprises sprinkled in there.
Okay.
Who wants to start?
All right, Brittany, you go first.
Well, I'm dying because I'm with you guys. That was an insane amount of women. I have some standouts. I would say Allison and Lauren, the sisters.
Yes. From Philadelphia, where he's from.
Yeah, it does remind me. Do you remember when they had the twins on there, Lori? They had Bachelor on one of the Bachelors. They had these twins that were 2 blondes that were not very serious about it, but they kept them around for a while. And I feel like
Yes.
that's what's going to happen with these sisters.
Same.
I do want a little bit of background, and I know Lori is the expert.
What?
Can you just give us a rundown? Charity didn't pick him. Who did Charity pick, and is she still with him?
Yes, Doosan. And they're still together. He was
are.
with her at all the Dancing with the Stars.
And the Golden Bachelor marriage.
He was her date. And she did say they were getting married of September of 2025. And I'm not a fan of these kinds of, that's too long
That's
of an
way
engagement.
too long.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I just wanted that background. I have that written down. But yeah, I think we have our obvious enemy as well, right? Jess?
Jess.
Jess, who
the
pulled up.
relationship, and she does
pulled
not
up in
care.
a boat that was
Yeah.
attached to a car.
Is she the one who kissed and
Yeah.
told?
Yeah.
Yes,
Listen to
immediately told. Immediately told.
Rookie
yeah.
move.
Right?
But yet, I liked her. She's kind of got a little spunk.
Yeah, but she went from people liked her to a villain in 30 seconds.
She did.
I mean, to me, the runaway person who I can say completely is going to be on a hometown date is Daisy.
From Minnesota?
From Becker, Minnesota. Who else grew up on a Christmas tree farm?
Oh.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. I mean, I was writing hearts around Daisy's name, and because we have a Minnesotan. She just recently had a year ago at a Cochlear Input
From Minnesota company
implant.
Starkey.
Yeah, implant put in. She's amazing. I'm like obsessed with Daisy. Daisy or die is how I feel.
She was darling. And I liked Leah.
But I'm telling you, Daisy's on a hometown.
Oh,
if
all
not
right.
one of the final 2. I'm
All
just
right.
saying it as a longtime Bachelor watcher. The fact that the producers made space, for her to, and, what's his name, to go off in a quiet corner, Joey.
Yeah.
And I don't know. There was a real sweetness, and also she's not there for the
wrong reasons for
No,
the
the
Instagram
likes,
followers.
yeah.
One thing she's going to have to change about her, which we could do in 20 minutes, her hair color, because he likes dark hair. When that was the one thing that went through is he likes dark brown hair and
Yes.
black hair. And so
Yes.
it's like, Daisy, I'm sorry. Let's get some box color in here and get this fixed right quick.
Yeah.
She was. The other ones, who else? I like Carissa. Jeff is sitting next to me, and I said, I got to watch this for work, and so I said, well, just keep talking, honey, but I'm going to do this, and I'm giving him color commentary when they're getting out. Like, he's not going to like her because of this. He might like her because of that. And I'm like, I don't know that he like her. She might be a little too thick in the ankles, kind of thing. And Jeff is just like peeing his pants. He's like, oh my God, I'm just going to sit here and listen to you do color.
Yeah.
On all these
How
people
about the
getting out of
lady
the
who brought
limos.
out the tray of bananas?
That was
crazy
so
was that?
weird. That was so weird. And when he picked a curved banana, that felt weird.
He talked about it last night because he was on Jimmy Kimmel.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he talked about it. Jimmy said, well, what did you think of that when she showed you, came up like, pick out which banana you are, wink, wink. And he says, well, my mom's watching the show. I was so nervous. I just picked out one as quick as possible and then threw it in the bushes. He said it was very uncomfortable. And he said, and Jimmy Kimmel goes, well, that's probably why, you weren't that into it. And he goes, oh, yes, that was. It was just too much up front.
Do you think that was a record for kissing 7 women on the first night?
I was kind of impressed.
I couldn't keep up. My end tally was 6, so I'm going to have to go
7.
back. I believe you. Oh, Lori, you're better at math.
Well,
in
no, I
general.
only know it because he got interviewed by Entertainment Weekly, and he said to the reporter, did you have to count? And she's like, yeah, it was 7 women, Joey, but he's down to 22. And right now, the only gal's name who I want to know is Daisy. There's just too many women. It's easier to refer to them as their whatever their job is,
Right.
or where
Yeah,
they're from.
the
It's just,
sisters.
there's too many.
Yeah, I want to know what you guys would do. So, like Leia, she was the one who got the envelope we met a long time ago. She got an envelope that said, hey, at any point you can steal the one-on-one date. This is that card. This is a magical card. What would you guys do if that card was given to you in The Bachelor?
What am I on, Survivor?
Well, it would depend on my age. Today, I would have done what she did, and maybe in my 20s, I would have been, oh, why am I put this in my back pocket?
She burned it, though,
She
right
burnt
away.
it.
She burned it. I'd keep
and
that thing. I would keep it just out of to add a little bit of nervousness out of everybody.
I think it made him, but I think she's a contender.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
liked her for
understand.
that.
Yeah.
Was she just nominated on one of the? How did she
No,
come?
she is from a past Bachelor.
Oh, okay. I couldn't figure that one out.
She got cast, and she was given that at somebody's after the rose ceremony and said, here's a card. Don't look at it till we start filming.
I kind of liked her.
I was okay with her. She did look 12 and a half. It's fine. And then Maria is probably my favorite. She's the one who's she was talking about The Wedding Singer being her favorite movie, and she's very aggressive and said she wasn't going to kiss him, and then immediately fell in madly
was she the
in
gal
love
from
with him.
Canada that dad looked like he was a rocker?
Yes.
She's kind of interesting. Remember her, Lori? She wore kind of that dress with the cutouts.
I couldn't figure out why they blurred the Canadian flag.
Me neither.
That made no sense. The Canadian flag can be shown.
I
I
know
thought
it.
that was an odd editing
That was
choice.
so weird. I go, do we not have the rights to the Canadian flag?
Flag.
And I thought her dad looked like he was a rock star. Or
So did
something.
I. I thought they were
sitting in this.
I thought we were going to
She's
find
interesting,
out.
and her name is Maria.
Yes.
Yeah, she's interesting.
Yeah, he's the CEO of the Jubilee Candy Corporation.
Oh, okay,
Maria's
Lori.
dad. But he was giving Bon Jovi vibes.
Totally. I was just like, hot daddy.
Yeah.
And then the twin sisters, I think they'll keep around. They're not twins, but
They're
the
not twins,
sisters.
no. Yeah,
they'll
yeah.
keep around, but they look different.
How about the funny Bachelor editing? Like, fun fact, so-and-so just read her first book last summer.
I know.
Fun fact.
and it was Goodnight Moon.
Brutal. Brutal.
They
Yeah.
did. I thought they did a good job with that show last night.
They stepped it up. They realized that the stale way that they'd been doing it, that they needed to put on their fresh golden Bachelor eyes. And I thought that was a great way to start the show, showing, even though we always know there's a sad scene on a platform as the gal or guy that isn't going to be proposed to rides away.
Right.
We've seen it a million times.
Yeah, it is. I think you're right. The 2 months earlier, knowing how that we're going to get to that is always really fun with the editing choice. I
Yes.
think the worst, okay, so the banana topped my list
Yes.
of worst intros. The second worst was the save the date card. Like, I know we're pretending
Oh.
like we're going to get married, but
Oh.
that freaked me out. And I am like,
Pre-printed with
Yeah.
her name, Taylor,
Kayla, yeah.
and Joey, September 2024 or something. That was like cringy.
Oh, I wanted
That
to-
was
much
very
so.
much a cringy one.
Yeah, you're going to pretend like you're ready to marry the guy that you've met for 3.5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I know maybe a producer helped her, but how about the lady with the big, gigantic bra? What was that all about?
Yeah, I was here to support you, or I'm saying giving you a lot of support. That was
Yeah.
Was
very
it the one
weird.
that wasn't wearing a bra and needed one
I mean,
in the black dress? Do you remember her? There was a
kinda.
gal that needed a sport bra on.
We had some tragic dresses last night, girls. We had some tragic, cheap prom dresses.
I did think one of the sisters from Philly who said, I've got a party trick and she can beer bong a beer. She poked a hole in it and she can
Yeah.
drink it. And like, I swear that was 3 seconds.
Lauren, that
Yeah.
was actually something worth taking to the road and June as a sideshow.
I
That
mean,
was
I
so
can't do
impressive.
that. Have you guys ever been able to power drink a drink?
Shotgun a beer? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a check. I mean, he was,
I can't even drink
It's-
my bubble water
Yeah.
fast
Neither
without
I.
thinking I'm
going to
dying.
just tell you that doesn't, it impresses a frat boy at a fraternity, but it's not going to impress Joey for
I was
very
impressed
long.
though.
Yeah, I know, but
I
I'm
was
just-
impressed that it went so
it's
quick.
a way to make an impression so he maybe remembers your name because it
Right.
was 32 women.
Right. It was better than bananas.
Yeah, and
or
she,
a bra.
yeah, and she did get remembered because she did get a rose.
She did, yeah. I mean, they're going to keep her no matter what because they're going to keep that sister thing for at least
Yeah,
4
that's
or 5
true.
episodes. I thought the Chandler one was cute. So there was somebody that came up, says, I'm Chandler, you're Joey, and then made a Friends reference.
Yes.
I thought it was cute, but I also was like, also remember those are 2 men. Like, it's probably not like the vibe you're going for.
Right.
I think, well, it was interesting because, Kate Hudson and her brother Oliver were on with Jimmy Kimmel before Joey, the Bachelor, was on. He was the second guest. And they were talking. She goes, I just met the Bachelor backstage. Boy, his eyes, he's cute. And then he's asking Jimmy Kimmel, saying, did you like The Bachelor? Oh, I was all in with that Golden Bachelor. I'm going to watch this.
Yeah, she'd quit watching it like many people.
And it brought us back. And I think people are going to watch this Joey. I think they're going to have good ratings.
Yeah, there's something about Joey because I love that so many people like fell into his eyes. Like, I think that I would be a puddle. Like, watching much more put together women fall apart at the seams, I go, yeah, there's something about this guy. He also Gemini shamed himself. He's born on May 24th, and he's like, I'm right on the cusp. And he's like, but I am a Gemini. And like, there's a lot of bad blood, or like, there's a lot of negativity around being a Gemini. And I'm the 23rd of May.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you for reminding us all. Happy
you're
birthday
welcome.
in advance.
Thank
But
you.
it is true.
Yeah.
It's very true that, like, so I can claim Taurus a little more than Gemini, and he definitely jumped on that bandwagon a little too aggressively, Joey. You are a Gemini. Stay with the crowd.
I don't know. We'll see. And he, just if you want to know his career right now, it's being the Bachelor.
Yeah.
He
That's
doesn't have a career. He
Love
lives
that.
with his sister in her place in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And we don't know if he's engaged or not. And if,
He's engaged.
yeah, you think so, Laura?
He's engaged to
Okay.
Daisy.
Oh, wow.
Whoa, she's coming
All right.
out hot.
The gauntlet's down. All right.
And
so there we
he
go.
had to quit his job. He probably taught at some place like in Poipu on the island of Kauai at some a
Tennis
nice
club.
hotel, and he had to film The Bachelor. And his sister said, I've got a 3-bedroom. You come and stay here while you hide out with your girlfriend, who the world can't know about, who's Daisy.
Look at Lori, which is Daisy.
I'm
And she's
shocked.
from Becker, Minnesota.
Lori throwing down the name day
Yeah,
one.
wow.
You are brazen.
It was the
my-
Christmas tree pulling up in the Christmas tree, the Taylor Swift of it all. I couldn't.
I'm
Not.
with you. I was
And
wrapped
so-
up. I have so many hearts on my paper. I was
Oh,
madly in love
that's
with Daisy.
funny. So for people who don't know, Taylor Swift grew up on a Christmas tree farm.
Yeah.
Correct. Also,
And I would be one of those people. So that's it.
well-
I didn't even.
Well,
That's
that's why her
embarrassing news.
her rom-com with Taylor or Travis Kelce is so amazing because you can have a flashback to her childhood on the Christmas tree farm as the little girl grows up to, be Taylor Swift.
I'm
And
embarrassed
she
for
puts
you.
the little angel of Travis on the
Yeah,
ornament
of
of
course.
Travis on her football Christmas tree.
Yeah, Julia, I'm a little embarrassed for you right now because
I
she
am.
even has a song that says Christmas Tree Farm, which is her holiday
Okay,
song.
okay,
so
no, that's going too much. That's
get your
going
life
too far.
together.
I need to work on my songs and my song
we're
references.
pulling your Taylor Swift
Okay, are we gonna
half-ass card. That
Are we going to
gave
be
you.
into this one? Do you think they're going to do fun stuff? Is there going to be good drama?
Listen, I'll do anything with you guys. I would watch anything. I watched that Flag Town Council for Lori for like 2 hours, and she didn't even ask me to.
Oh yeah, I know.
I would
hope
do.
you-
I'm very into this because I was laughing thinking about you guys watching this, and I was trying to count the kisses. I like Joey. I'm glad that my tennis trainer doesn't look like him because game over.
Right.
And it's Joey Graziadei.
Of course,
Joey
it is.
Graziadei.
Graziadei.
You're going to always pronounce his last name.
okay.
He's just Joey G for me. All right, Britt, thanks for hanging out with us today.
Love you
The
guys.
Bachelor, you can watch it on Hulu. I think he's a cute one. I think we all do.